The Coin Lady channel is pleased to have you back. Dear everyone, now everything is in place for Ripple to become the stablecoin market leader. It will be something that we discuss. The whole acquisition with Standard Custody has finally been completed, as may be seen in this notice from June 11th. We are happy to report that the acquisition of Standard Custody, which Ripple announced earlier this year, is now complete. If we examine this one correctly, it's more than just a purchase. Jack McDonald, the former chief executive officer of PolySign and Standard Custody, is also here. As of right present, he's the senior vice president of stable coins at Ripple. With great excitement, I am pleased to announce that, as part of the deal's closing, I will be joining Ripple as senior vice president of stable coins. In this role, I will oversee the team responsible for launching Ripple stablecoin later this year, while also continuing to serve as chief custodial officer. While we're taking a close look at this, I mentioned stable coins before. Mika stepping in and destroying a handful of steady coins is a concept I've already discussed. Am I allowed to refrain from naming names? This will set us on the road to Ripple, where we will dominate the stablecoin market and, eventually, be the only major participant. It seems like they've cornered the market on compliance, worked with authorities to have everything in place to target this market, and are now paving the way for us to follow suit. With the appointment of Jack McDonald as Senior VP of Stablecoins, Ripple completes Standard Custody acquisition. Several items are contained inside this notification. First, here is the rundown of their plans from earlier this year to hire a regulated custodian for digital assets and achieve Standard Custody. Completed at last, this is a thrilling new phase for Ripple as it seeks to enhance its current product offerings while also investigating additional goods like stablecoins, all while maintaining a firm commitment to regulatory compliance. Ripple's has a history of collaborating with international lawmakers and regulators because its founders believe that the blockchain industry must construct alongside compliance and regulatory frameworks, not in opposition to them, if it is to become an essential part of the world's financial infrastructure. Now, this acquisition is being finalized as a limited-purpose trust company regulated by the New York Department of Financial Services. The company's license portfolio includes nearly 40 money transmitter licenses across the U.S., as well as a virtual asset service provider registration with the Central Bank of Ireland and the Major Payment Institution license for the Monetary Authority of Singapore. As a result, the business can fortify its blockchain and digital asset-based enterprise infrastructure solutions, which improve institutional customer service in tokenizing, storing, moving, and exchanging value. This continues down the same road the company has taken from the beginning, toward the Internet of Value. As a logical next step in its ongoing effort to bridge the gap between blockchain technology and conventional banking, the announcement that Ripple will introduce a stable coin backed by the US dollar comes soon after the conclusion of this partnership. Ripple plans to utilize its stablecoin and XRP to tap into the growing demand for stablecoins that provide confidence, stability, and practicality. The company has been in the business of creating practical financial solutions for international organizations for over a decade. This is something I've been saying for a while now. I don't know where these stories come from, but the general concept was that Ripple will replace XRP. I even prepared a video to back up my claim. Importantly, its payment system doesn't seem to use either XRP or the stablecoin. This alt season, I hope you all succeed. In order to help you find out where the big fish are investing, which could lead to a huge return on investment for you, I have compiled a comprehensive list of resources for you to peruse. In addition, I am offering 30 free crypto jewels that have been thoroughly studied and categorized according to their level of danger. You can get both of these manuals for free. Right now, using one of the links in the explanation below, you can claim your access. So, what's the holdup? For the next alt season, when you will be serving enterprise customers all over the globe, it is imperative that you have access to this. With the introduction of Ripple stablecoin, the XRP ledger will be able to support more native DEX and just transactions, which will increase liquidity. Businesses, developers, and users can all benefit from adding additional financial use cases to the blockchain. With that in mind, it is worth repeating that Jack McDonald, who has been involved with investment banks, asset managers, financial services, and, more lately, fintechs and digital assets for over 30 years, has been named Senior Vice President of Stablecoins. In his role as team leader and contributor to Ripple stable currency, Jack contributes a plethora of knowledge and experience. Very amazing stuff, I say it again. Medico was also referenced when we looked at this announcement down here. Both developments highlight the expanding reach and significance of digital assets, such as stable coins and CBDCs, which tokenize traditional assets like stocks, bonds, commodities, and real estate. Ripple is devoted to hastening the expansion of this token economy by providing the trust, utility, and liquidity that market participants need to gain access to these new asset classes. I think I've laid it all out for you now. All of this is a component of that identical voyage. Ripple has announced a number of significant acquisitions, including Medico and Standard Custody, which will bring them closer to their goal of realizing the Internet of Value and the token economy. The company plans to use its strong financial position to make smart acquisitions, further solidifying its leadership in the enterprise blockchain space. Getting the necessary licenses to serve customers better and comply with regulations is a critical next step towards institutionalizing blockchain technology. So much fascinating and fantastic information. In addition, Anderson has revealed that Ripple has completed its acquisition of Center Custody. Most importantly, it carries with it a specific license, the New York DFS license, that allows the business to provide custodial and escrow services to customers. Moreover, that is significant. People probably have no idea how massive that is. Ripple's institutional clients now have access to yet another essential piece of infrastructure. It will be crucial for Ripple stablecoin companies to provide a service that allows users to safely store stablecoin alongside other crypto assets. Important change, remember who is on the Center Custody board. As an example, we have Tim Keeney, who is both a vice chairman and a retired vice chairman of BNY Mellon. He oversaw 25,000 employees and was responsible for custodianship, 25%, of institutional assets across the world. This is exactly why these purchases are making a splash. Beyond that, what is Ripple aiming at, as I mentioned before? To be honest, I still think it's true. I even prepared a movie addressing this very topic. Like, Tether is a good idea whether you're for or against them, you know? The problematic MiCA stablecoin criteria of the EU are now a source of concern for Tether. This is going to sound really insane, but I'm going to admit it, I agree with them. The entire business is at danger due to the frailty of the banking system, which is why I believe the stablecoin requirements are problematic. As I've already mentioned, 60% of banks are required to keep 60% of their cash in reserves. Banks' frailty is well known. Whatever your stance on Tether may be, I feel compelled to bring attention to the fact that, while MiCA certainly has some positive aspects, there are unseen channels through which these banks are penetrating the space. These channels are created by regulatory regimes such as MiCA's. And I'm not even claiming to be on their side. I only want to express my agreement with them on this matter. In my opinion, it is unfair that issuers of stable coins are required to maintain 60% cash on hand. I find that completely absurd. I would appreciate it if you could tell me what you all think. Whatever the case may be, I believe that Ripple will devour Tether's lunch. Ripple seems so well prepared for this, and they have all the skills necessary to become a dominant competitor in the stablecoin market. It's crucial. The video ends there. Support my channel with a like and a subscription. Muchas gracias, depart.